I will just get going into it, okay? Because time is an illusion. How's everything going? If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe right now. All right, guys, we're gonna get into this midweek outlook today. First thing, is the music a good volume? The first thing is gonna be the DXY. We're gonna go over. I think it's gonna be interesting that just seeing like a lot of things are happening right now in the world. And I think what's more important to note is that a lot of things are happening behind the scenes that have not been officially announced yet. That's what's really interesting to me, because when those things actually come out, I think that massive volatility will be, the effect of that cause. I think that's inevitable. I'm sure you guys know some of the things I'm referring to. There's a lot of different things behind the scenes in the media that the media is not sharing. There's a lot of things behind the scenes that the government's not sharing. A lot of shit's going on. And, the whole idea of Forex, my perspective is that, dude, like the financial systems, the health systems, the political system, religious system, all these are systems that are in place. And essentially, a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. And when they're actually released to the public, then, things like massive volatility, can occur. But pretty much the first thing I'm going to do is go over gold and EU. The two trades we called out last week at the end of the week, gold missed the entry by like a pip. EU triggered. So I do want to get into these trades. A lot of times when we get swing trade opportunities, I think this is important to note. A lot of times when we get swing trade opportunities, we don't really need to trade anymore, throughout the week, because if you're holding these, or if you got any of these, there's no really reason to look for more trades. If you can, you got a runner, you got a run that you can hold. But pretty much, let me just break this down for you. EU is a pair that it's not my main pair. You guys probably know gold is the pair that I trade the most of the time. And I actually went to all my back testing. Matter of fact, no, we'll share it in a different video. I went back to all my back testing, and pretty much of 2020, I went through all of my trades and put it into a Google spread. And I found out that 64, Dylan, you were with me. Dylan actually helped me with it. It was like 65% of my trades were from gold, and the rest were from, various pairs. And so, yeah, about 65% of my trades are gold. The rest.
Yeah, I think it was like 60, 65, 66 or something like that.
Yeah, 65, 66. Yeah, exactly. % of my trades last year were gold. And this year, I've really decided to clean that up a bit and really focus a little bit more on gold. I think the volatility in 2021 is already massively higher than it was in 2020 for gold. Like, it's not even close. Like 2 times as volatile as it was in 2020. Probably 3 or 4 times as volatile as it was in 2019, and probably 5 or 6 times as volatile as it was in 2018. I've been trading since 2018. Gold's been my, the pair that I focused my energy and thoughts in, since November 2018, literally nonstop. So over 2 years now of trading gold. And, one of my mottos is, one pair to be a millionaire. It doesn't take looking at 27 million pairs to actually, be profitable trading, or to, have any type of results in trading. But that's just my opinion. That's my perspective. And anything you guys hear on this call today, take what resonates with you, discard the rest, because you're not going to agree with everything I say. And my goal isn't for you to agree with me, but hopefully I can shed some light on what I know. But anyway, we have this daily order block here on gold, this is EU. And within that daily, there is a 4-hour block. And we pretty much dropped the chart last week at I don't know what day it was, Wednesday or Tuesday or Thursday or something like that. I'm not sure. It was this candle we were playing off of, and we pretty much put a limit. I think it triggered on Friday. I don't know if anyone took this. I don't usually hold things over the weekend, so hopefully someone got from this. I didn't even hold this that long, but it did trigger to the pip, and reason being is it's a bullish market, of course. You're seeing uptrend, And it's simply just the last candle that blocked the other candle. I'm not going to go too deep into EU, but I mean, I'm sure you guys can see, this pattern that's kind of occurred on EU. Excuse me. Let's see, EU's uptrending major. Usually it does this thing that I like to call, it's called like stair stepping, which is what I heard that term of it originally from Luke Longmire. And it looks like EU, since I'm kind of just looking at this on a long-term basis, is that it's been going straight up. It looks like it's literally been going straight up. And what's happened is it's been stair stepping its way up. So what I mean by stair stepping is essentially that this order block right here was grabbed by this wick. Okay. That order block was grabbed by this wick. Oh my gosh, the chart. This one grabbed by that. See what I'm saying? Really grabbed the wick of that. Okay. And then that one was grabbed by that one. So pretty much the last one remaining was this candle right here, which is why we put a buy limit right on that line, and which is why it literally triggered to the T. Extra confirmation it being within a daily order block as well. Really simply put, why take the profit way up here, 200 pips? Because you got to look at it. This is how I take profit. Like why, if it's playing off a daily order flow, why would it reject anywhere? Why would it reject here? It doesn't make any sense. Why would it reject here? My chart's tweaking right now. Why would it reject here? Doesn't make sense. Why would it reject here? Why would it reject here? Why would it reject here? It makes no sense, because the daily order flow is more powerful than the hour, 30 minute, 15 minutes, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we got to think about these things. When we're taking trades, we can start to look to hold these things longer when we're playing off a daily candle, or when we're playing off a weekly candle, or so on and so forth. So hopefully someone got in on this. However, this is what I want to note as well. When we are playing off a daily order flow, as in this candle right here, you're pretty much looking to hold it or look for re-entries. We're not looking to catch the pullback. Okay, I don't know if any of you guys do that. I used to do that all the time. I used to try to catch every little micro movement in the damn market, hope because I could make more money doing it, right? No. You're gonna make more money with trading by not trading than you are by trading. Okay, and those of you who've been trading a while know what I'm talking about. You'll make more money sitting on your hands than you will pushing buttons, okay? Because it's not about the money that you make, it's about the money that you keep, right? It's not about the money you make, it's about the money you keep. Sure, we've all learned that lesson, right? Okay, so with that being said, where would we possibly look for a re-entry? That's what I'm looking for if I were looking for a trade on EU, which I don't really see anything clean enough that I would even like to even enter. However, yeah, so for me, I wouldn't even really look for anything. At this point, I would say if you're holding, hold it. If you're not in it, I would just let it be. We have much better setups on gold. So I'm really excited to get into gold. Gold is looking sexy right now. Gold is looking sexy right now. So this one, I attempted to play up the 4-hour order block. And as you can see right here, this down candle, overall, first of all, let me just pick from the daily. Overall, very, very, very bullish. Okay, very bullish. However, we've kind of started this pattern here that now it's kind of, it's creating this range. Thank you for the pretty pictures on the screen. I love that. You're very creative. That's awesome. Thank you. You're decorating it very nicely. Keep doing that. Yes, I love it. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah. It's like, hey, I mean, we all need, a canvas to paint on, from time to time to really express our, creativity. That's awesome. I like that. That was cool. So with that being said, it actually did not grab that 4-hour. As you can see, it missed it. It just slightly missed it, the 4-hour. So that one did not trigger, and it just took off to the moon. And this is something that Dylan, I don't know if Dylan's on here, we were just talking about earlier last week. We were talking about like, dude, like once it hits that area, it's gone. Like, where is it going to stop? Like, you got to think about this. Like, it grabbed, not only, it missed the 4-hour, but it did grab the daily. So I do want to point that out. It did grab this daily candle here, okay? Did everyone see that? It grabbed this daily order block right here. Pretty clear, pretty clean. It grabbed it, okay? It rejected the area to the T, okay? Rejected it to the T. And this is the candle that took out, let's see. This is the candle that took out these lows, and it's the candle that took out these lows. But more importantly, it's the last candle that pulsed downwards, okay? It's the last candle that pulsed down before that entire move up. That's what's more importantly. And why is that so important? Because if there's a candle that was the last, yeah, if you could not do that, that'd be appreciated. Thanks. It was the last candle before a massive move up. When I say massive, I'm saying 1,700 pips, okay? So if there's a candle that was the last candle before a 1,700 pip move, you know there's probably a lot of money sitting there. A lot of money sitting there. So with that being said, it's a very important area. Unfortunately, we missed the entry by 5 pips. Literally, as you can see, literally just missed the entry. But it did grab the daily order block as well, regardless. And it literally did not give an entry to come back. I've noticed this on gold a lot over my 2 years of trading gold, is that sometimes when gold goes, sometimes it doesn't give a re-entry, man. Like sometimes that shit is just fucking gone. Like it's literally gone. Sometimes when it decides to move, it's gone. There's no coming back. But however, with that being said, so we missed that entry by literally 5 pips, and it took off for, 700 pips in about 3 days. So that's pretty nice. That's awesome. Okay, so that was that trade. We can go ahead and erase that now. So with that being said, what are we looking for now at this point? I do see a couple things. Excuse me. Now, if any of you guys saw my video last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever I gave the gold outlook, what I had said was what I was looking for was it to break out of this consolidation box, because it was boxing itself in, accumulating a lot of money. Okay, and I'm marking the bottom of the money, the bottom of the candle here. This candle right here is what I'm marking, because it is the body, and then all the way up here to the top. So it was ranging in this area here. Everyone can see that. It's ranging in that area for literally how long? Let's see. It's ranging in this area for about almost a full month, about 3.5 weeks. So what I said was, whenever it breaks out, where is it going to come back to mitigate? That's what I was wondering. That's what I would be looking for. And what it gave was, it gave a nice daily order block right here. Okay. So within this candle, within that zone is that daily candle. Within that daily candle is this hour candle that looks really nice to me. It looks pretty nice for a quick sell. However, remember, higher time frame is more important than the smaller time frame. So if we do see a rejection, I would look for it to reject up here. Okay, that hour candle. And then within that hour, there's a 30-minute. So kind of up in that area, 1850s to 1860 area is what I'm looking at. But I'm not looking for something long-term here. This would be an intraday setup, maybe a few hundred pips, okay? Not 1,000 pips or anything like that. But pretty much one of the red lines is where I would be looking to, catch a sell, or take profit on a buy. That's where I would look to take profit on a buy if you're in a buy. Or that's what I would look to sell it. And where I would look to sell it for, now this is what I want to point out. If it does drop before it goes up there, this is where we're looking. We're looking right here in this box. This is a really good zone. This should pop off this candle. And I'm going to show you why I believe that to be true. Okay, this candle right here, everyone sees. Let's see. This candle right here. Remember what I was talking about earlier, this stair step, okay? This last hour candle, this huge candle, that is a 250 pip hour candle. It was grabbed by none other than the candle we're looking at right now. And my trading view loves me right now. Okay, perfect. Right? That's the candle that grabbed it. So that's where the money is. Okay. That's where the money is. So those are the two areas I'm looking for right now, would be the red lines and the blue line that I'm about to draw on. Those two areas, okay? So if we see a drop, now we're seeing, if we do see it drop, we're looking for it to come down to here. Oh my God. To then take it back up. So that would be like a 450 pip move. Or if it comes up first, we would probably look for a sell down to that candle and then a buy up. However, that's kind of where I'm seeing the re-entry for the buy. And ultimately, I don't see that. I don't see this red area really taking gold down farther than that blue line, which is still a good move, 450 pips. But ultimately, we're looking for it to come up to up in this area right here. We had a nice imbalance right here around whole level 1900. That's for some reason not drawing on the screen. We have this imbalance up here. And then, of course, we have this order block at the very top. So I would look for it to come up to there, one of those two areas in the long term, okay? Now, this is important to note as well. This could very well, gold could be gone. Like, there's no telling if that's actually going to reject in any of those areas. I mean, it'll reject, but it's just not how far is it going to reject down? Because what's going on fundamentally in the world and all this shit, you guys see crypto is booming right now. Crypto is booming and the dollar is tanking, okay? So if crypto is booming, the dollar is tanking. What that means is gold is going up, okay? So depending on if the dollar really, really crashes or not, where's the dollar going? Like, let's take it back to the dollar, man. Like, where's the dollar going? If it breaks this low, I mean, where is it going, man? Like, you got to think about these things. Like, where is this shit going? Probably down to there. You know what I mean? Or at the very least, where is it? Gosh. Or at the very least right here, right? So if it breaks out of this area that it's in, which it looks like it might do, that could mean very, very bullish gold, okay? But with major moves on gold, a lot of times what you see is a false spike, okay? You'll see this all the time. I can give you a million examples of this. COVID-19 was the biggest example. When we saw that pretty much something happened, I don't remember, it was like a year ago. You guys remember. It was like, oh my God, the dollar's crashing, the Dow is crashing, everything's crashing, gold's gonna go to the moon. And what do we see? The first 5 days of COVID, gold drops 2,000 pips. Okay, that was the most obvious false move, price manipulation, literally I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so don't be surprised if we see something like that before we see gold take off, because I believe that it really depends on this. It really depends on, obviously, this area and this area, what's going to happen on gold. Is gold going to bounce off this blue line and that's it? This is just a quick sell and then a continuation up and then we're gone from there? Very possible. Or are we going to see some type of massive drop down, into this area first, or even potentially down into this COVID area first, which I would personally like to see. I would love to see that. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But just realize if it does happen, it's going to be some crazy news shit, like talking about aliens or talking about you know what I mean? Who knows, bro? Like something with the president, something with COVID, something crazy would make it come down here. But what I'm saying is, bro, if it comes down here, bro, you need to capitalize, is what I'm saying, okay? Capitalize on that shit, because this could be the all-time low. You never see it again, okay? That type of situation could happen, but it also could just be gone from here, okay? It's always smart, I think, in trading to be open to what could possibly happen, be kind of aware of the potentialities that could happen, and be ready to react, because we don't know what's going to happen. There are certain times where we know once it gets to a certain area, this is what will probably happen. But even these daily and weekly order flows and 4 hour, you don't know how far it's going to go. You do know it's going to react. We know it's going to react in some of these areas, but it's like, is it going to go back there? When is it going to go back there? And when it does, how far is it going to go? And I think it really depends on the dollar. I personally think the dollar is going to crash at some point. It looks like it could be right now. It very well could be right now in these next couple of weeks. Very well could be. It could be later on. Who knows? It looks like it's probably going to see a nice tank on the dollar, which means gold's going to go fly up to the moon. Okay. So if we do see a massive move down on gold, be ready to buy it because it's fake. It's not real. Okay. But probably likely if we do see a drop, it's going to come up here first. So we do have quite a ways to go. I think our best bet here, since we missed this, if you missed this entry, would be to catch this trade, and you could potentially hold that one for quite a long time. But yeah, that's what I got. Does anyone have any questions on that, or does anyone have any charts they want to go over? Let me know. Unmute yourself or drop in the comments, whichever one. Let me know. I think gold's looking very interesting. I think gold's looking very, very interesting. EU, I'll let Jaime stay to that, stay on that one. I guess you could look for this re-entry on EU on this daily order block. You could definitely look for it to come back here to that candle. Okay. All right. So that would be for EU, looking for it to come back into that area. Yeah, that's what I got. What's up, Dylan? All right. Go ahead, Dylan.
Hey, I got a jet. Could you send me this recording though, once it's all finished?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I got you.
Have a great
It'll
day.
be on YouTube.
As well as everyone else.
All right, Dylan.
Peace.
Awesome. 1816 and 1860. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Let's clap it. What's up? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, man. Long term here on gold. Dude, we don't know. We don't really know yet. We'll see. I got to do some more research. If anyone found any top secret information, let me know. Be sure to let me know. All right, man. If no one has any questions, we'll leave it there. For those of you watching the recording, drop your comments below. We'll go ahead and put my social medias and my all that stuff on the screen here. Instagram, you can send me a message on Instagram. You can also TikTok as well is the same thing. On Telegram, you can join my Telegram, t.me/infiniteabundance, and you can ask me questions about trading right there in that Telegram. That would be a preferred. And do webinars every week. Call out some trades from time to time. And overall, man, just looking to help whoever's looking for help, man. Much love to y'all guys. Appreciate the time hopping on. And we will see you next week, man. Much love.